Oh, please tell me this is working and that everyone who tried to call me out, specifically Simon, Dave, tell me they're going to have egg on their face. No tech issues. No tech issues yet. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we have sound if I try to play something? That's the real issue. Hold on. Let me try to find something to play real quick. Cuz it has been a great long time. Oh, here we go. Great. As soon as you open this dang thing. All right. Are we ready for the moment of truth on this one?
That
How are we doing on that?
I can be serious and I can do serious things because I don't look silly when I wear this.
Can people hear it?
Right. Right.
I just want to say something like, look, I know you create a funny vibe here.
Quiet but working. Well, we'll take it, Dave. We'll take it. That's a win, okay? I'm basically back. Someone said skin is so clear, good for you. Honestly, that's very nice considering I thought people were going to point out that I had a massive zit. It's also very brave of me to live stream with a massive zit. Who else? I got to get some of those like Gen Z stickers, you know? Put a big old star on my face. How's everything else though? The sound is good. My mic, you can hear me. Everything sounds nice. I know there's always going to be. I love the one guy who complains about. we gotta have one guy who says the sound's not good for him, but for all the normal people, I think it's good. We can pretend the Zet is Ben today. Yeah, that's nice. We'll tell him you said that. Oh, how is everyone doing? My background is messing with your head. Why? I guess it does look, now that I'm seeing it, I guess it does look a little. I'm in an alcove. Whoa, this is incredible. Emil, I busted my boss committing felony fraud and have to sit witness stand later this year. Apparently, what can I do in court that's funny but won't let him get away with it? Can you give us the story, Will? This is incredible. Please. As they say, spill. I'm going to need to know what happened there because that's incredible. Also, how do we feel about snitches in the chat? Will? Yeah, people are saying Will drop the T now. We're going to need to hear about how you fully snitched on your boss. Damn, now he's silent all of a sudden. I think Will has maybe been taken out by the boss. We will send our prayers out to Will, who may or may not be dead at this point. But this is like when someone says, oh wait, he's back. Under farmland too. What does that mean? Under farmland too? Give us the story. Under farmland too? I busted my boss committing felony fraud. I have to sit the witness. Will, you're killing me. Hmm. I feel like when someone's like, "Oh, I have something to say," and then they shaking my head, scroll up, Buster. Now he's calling me Buster. How far up is it, Will? I don't see it. This is ridiculous. I'm just trying to figure out. Honestly, I scrolled up. All I see from Will is Emil Venmo me $50 so I can take my wife out to a nice dinner. You know what? I would have thought about it if you gave us the story, but now, after the way we've all been treated, I can do that, brother. I can. Favorite Vonnegut book? I mean, who's to say? They're all. Depends on. I like the first one. The first one doesn't get enough love. Player piano, and at a time like this, couldn't be more relevant. Sorry about the throat clearing in the microphone. That is not cool. Yo, does anyone even remember Will? He low key fell off. He's not giving us the story, but. Little by little. Have you? Okay, here we go. It's turning into another question. Oh my God. Have you read any good books on economics? First thing that comes to mind is read The Price of Peace. It's like kind of part biography of John Maynard Keynes, part kind of history of economics. Very good. And now we have the Bourdain freaks already coming out. Why do you not like Anthony Bourdain? I can't believe I said this years ago at this point, and it's like got to be the most common question. My question for you is why do you like Bourdain so much that you can't let it go? I have no real beef with the guy. I never think about Anthony Bourdain. He seems totally fine, if not a little annoying sometimes. Oh, here we go, Will. Thank you. I'm an environmental scientist. My company cleans up after oil companies finish fracking and cleans up the soil and groundwater. I busted my boss falsifying lab reports as clean when they were dirty. Wow, Will, I take back everything I said about you. It felt like you were withholding from us, but that is incredible. Should we not say your real name? My God. Yeah, we support the snitching. We support the snitching. That is incredible. We're gonna need you to keep us abreast on what happens. Damn, that is unbelievable. What a thrill. How old are you, Will? Don't give out any too many details. Thank you for your service. Have you seen the documentary Push? No, I've never even heard of it. I'll Google it. Push. Cool poster. Mm. Little by little. Push is a new documentary from award-winning director Frederick Gertten, investigating why we can't afford to live in our own cities anymore. Hey, sounds up my alley. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. You know what this reminds me of? Who brought up Push? Natalie. If you've never read the book, oh my god, Evicted. This is. I mean, it sounds very similar. This is. I mean, if you like that movie, I guess it's a little older by now. I don't know. It came out in 2016. It's incredible. Matthew Desmond is great too. Can't recommend it enough. I mean, it's a gut punch. It's not. I wouldn't call it a fun read, but yeah, if you liked Push, I think this is going to be Evicted. And he's got another book too that people like. I haven't read it yet, but I'm sure it's great. Emil, what's your take on the New York City mayoral race? You already know my take, okay? Vote for Zoran. Do not rank Eric or Andrew for mayor. I was in New York in May. I got to knock some doors for Team Zoran, which was great. You know, we love to talk to people about making New York City affordable. Emil, have you heard San Andreas Fault by Natalie Merchant? I have not. That's a very Ben type song. Well, don't give me Ben type songs. Give me Emil type songs. Also, I wish you could just play music on these things. We read that book in my freshman English class. You read Evicted in your freshman English class? English high school or English college? N. Walker. N. Walker, He Walks Among Us. Which one? Zoran Has Motion, I believe. I mean, I think last polling I saw, imagine Emil knocking on your door. One guy was kind of rude to me. Everyone else was very lovely. He gave me a, kind of as soon as I got to the door, he gave me a, oh, come on. Kev. He kind of gave me a, like, oh, you're one of them. And I was like, hey, hold on. Kev got a little testy. Now he's got his head buried because he's feeling shameful. But yeah, I knocked on his door. And then I was trying to explain, oh my God, Kev. And he just said, we're voting for Scott Stringer in this house. And I said, well, it's actually ranked choice voting, so you can. And he said, we're voting for Scott Stringer. And he closed the door on me. But that's okay. That's okay. That was the worst that happened. Everyone else completely lovely. Everyone else was completely lovely. What's door knocking like? Is there a script? Sorry, there's a bunch of things coming through. English college. Okay, that makes more sense than high school. That's cool that you guys read that in Sing for Us, Emil. Not gonna have Kev cameo when it actually just happened. What's door knocking like? Is there a script? It's nice. They you meet up with like a field. I don't know what they would call them, field officer or somebody, and they, there's a big group. Everyone introduces themselves. Everyone's very nice. It's a bunch of people who are just interested in the city being nicer for people. And yeah, they'll talk to you about what to say. They do give you a little script, but if you know enough, you can, you don't have to go. You don't have to go completely on the script, but if you need it, it's there. They let you do it. You can bring a friend. You guys can do it together. It's better if you can go alone, but if you're too scared the first couple times, it's no problem. But you should try it if you're in New York City. Zoran within 8% for last round against Cuomo, I believe. Wait, hold on. I want to look this up. There's also too many. There's too many things coming through. Oh, Emil, thank you for recommending One Day by Omar El-Akkad. It was fantastic. I'll tell you what, I've been keeping that thing on me. It's like, I can't even begin to recommend. I mean, it's like, I keep going back to it because it's just, and also, if you're like, ugh, I don't want to read a big long book, let me, it's 187 pages. And every, I don't want to exaggerate, but it feels like every other page is the most just devastating thing you've ever heard. It's wild. I mean, just looking at some of the stuff I highlight, I mean, this is on page 5. Beyond the high walls and barbed wire and checkpoints that pen this place, there's the Empire. And the Empire as well is cocooned inside its own fortress of language, a language through the prism of which buildings are never destroyed but rather spontaneously combust, in which blasts come and go like Chinooks over the mountain, and people are killed as though to be killed is the only natural and rightful ordering of their existence, as though living was the aberration, and this language might protect the Empire's most bloodthirsty fringe, but the fringe has no use for linguistic malpractice. It is instead the middle, the liberal, well-meaning, easily upset middle that desperately needs the protection this kind of language provides, because it is the middle of the Empire that must look upon this and say, yes, this is tragic but necessary, because the alternative is barbarism. The alternative to the countless killed and maimed and orphaned and left without home, without school, without hospital, and the screaming from under the rubble, and the corpses disposed of by vultures and dogs, and the days-old babies left to scream and starve, is barbarism. Jesus. So yeah, I don't, if you haven't seen me post about this, or you're looking for, I mean, this is just, read it. One Day Everyone Will Have Always Been Against This. Omar El-Akkad. Question equally as important as political activism and whistleblowing. Do you play video games at all? Not really. I'm not like anti. I just don't. I don't think about. I don't have a system. I don't even know how to get into it. Bro, that sounds hella woke. I don't know if I like that. I can't tell if that's a joke or not, Smirt. It's that's seems like a reductive, unhelpful comment, unless it's a joke, I guess. Except for the pizza game. I did play the pizza game, and I think it crashed the stream last time. I don't have the if I want to get into actually fucking around or doing, I think I need to upgrade somehow. I don't have the speed, baby. I don't have the speed. Jorge Ramirez, you guys should collab with Hassan. This is a common comment. There's not. He's a big time guy. He doesn't. There's I think maybe 90 people in here right now. That guy does it with a lot of people. He does not know who we are. He seems like a lovely person, but I don't think he's really interested, or even I don't think he's interested. I think he's just unaware of who we are, which is fine. Smirt, I think it was a joke. That's my fault. Apologies, pal. I don't know that everyone's. I'm blasted with comments on the internet, and I have to read into the tone of hundreds of comments all the time. I'm just I'm doing my best here, okay? You guys try to read a bunch of comments about yourself. Emil, sorry I missed the Portland show. It's okay. It was sold out. It was very fun. I was happy when he pulled your tweet up on stream. That was very funny. That's a great point. This I wish I had that on the ready. For everyone who thinks, for everyone who asks for a Hassan collab, that could not be better proof that he does not know of my existence. He thinks I'm a woman. When he came across my name, he had zero idea how to say it, and he called me a woman, which is totally fine. So I think that should put to rest your hopes for a collab in the future. Ooh, I just joined. What's the T? Look, King Kahuna, I don't know how to explain this to you, but there was a pretty insane environmental fraud that you missed out on, and I'm sorry about that, pal. But that's what happens. Wait, which tweet was it? Here, I can pull it up. Although, if anyone, I mean, whatever. Wow, this went more. Someone, I don't know how it came across his desk, but I guess he read this on the stream. And he called me. It's on the Reddit. Hold on, maybe there's a way to. No, this is gonna be too hard to find. Oh wait, great.
Good take by Emil DeRosa. Good question that she's asking.
So that there you have it, folks. This is all the proof you needed.
Good take by Emil DeRosa. Good question that she's asking.
Good question that she's asking. Anyway, it happens sometimes. Sometimes you get you tweet a banger and you get misgendered, and that's why we post, folks. That's why we do it. What are you reading right now, Emil? I loved a lot of the books you've mentioned. I'm reading this book called America, America by this historian I really like. Also, guys, I say this every time. Come on, we got to talk about cool stuff. We want people to, it's always, we sound like a bunch of nerds in here. No, but it's great. I love talking books. I don't care if this just becomes a book talk. America, America by Greg Grandin, who's great historian. And here, hold on. And it's really good. It's long, but hey, it's summer. You're going to be at the beach. You're going to need something to read. You're going to need something to hold on the subway all summer long. So people go, oh, hey, what are you reading? Oh, cool. Do you want to come to this party with me? So that's what I'm getting into this summer. Really nice. Kind of goes through the difference between of the way North America and South America were were settled by the English and the Spanish. Great. Also, if you've never read Great Grandin, cannot recommend it enough. The End of the Myth just absolutely bangs. Absolutely whips. I would maybe start with that. The End of the Myth. One of my favorite histories of the U.S. Truly goes incredibly hard. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to catch up on this chat. There's you guys are trying to answer these questions. The Portland show was amazing. The video turned out a lot better than I expected. Y'all played it down during the show. Come on now. You know we're not going to just try to... We're humble kings, you know? Oh my God, another guy who came... Nova, you came in. You're missing lots of stuff. I don't know. When is Kyla, friend of the show's next guest appearance? Who knows, but hopefully soon. I know, everyone loves Kyla. We try to get her on as much as possible. She's very busy. I say this every time. She's very busy. Any thoughts on VO3, Google's new and very impressive AI video model? If you watch tomorrow's episode that comes out, we actually talk about it quite a bit. So I will probably refrain from talking about it here because we talk about it a lot tomorrow. Yesterday, but tomorrow. You get it. In your opinion, what's your favorite tweet? Now, that's a good question. I honestly... It's always different which one's rattling around inside my head. I think I like brought this up on a bonus one time, and it was like I basically stopped the bonus episode because I was like, wait, I need to think of this tweet. But let me find it because it's... Yeah, this is maybe my favorite tweet at the moment right now. I was raised on silk shirt R&B, so all that incel shit never hit for me. I believe in begging for the pussy. Outside in the rain, crying, throwing up just for a sniff. That's your role as a man. I don't know. That one just been rolling around in my head. Everything's perfect. Silk shirt R&B. Takes a shot at incel shit. And then begging for the pussy. Outside in the rain, crying, throwing up just for a sniff. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bellissima. Currently, that's been a go-to for me. So that's it for me. Favorite tweet? That's mine. Have you read any Mark Fisher? Hell yeah. You know I've read was it Capitalist? Oh God, Capitalist Realism maybe? Yes, that's it. Mark Fisher, R.I.P. to a real one. What's the best book to performatively read outside of a coffee shop? I'd say don't performatively read it. The best book is a book that holds your attention and you can just really sink into, get into. Emil, did you have a West Coast sad and depressing or East Coast cool and fun Memorial Day? I actually love this question and someone who actually really gets Memorial Day. They only get it on the East Coast. It's like not a thing over here. But I had a nice one. Went to a pool party. But it's not the same. I mean, whew, on the East Coast, come on. That's a special feeling. Memorial Day, although it seemed pretty cold and rainy on the East Coast. So summer's delayed. Emil, do you eat beans and chickpeas in every meal? How dare you? It's private. I'm not going to get into that. How often I eat beans and chickpeas? How does one get into reading? Every time I read for too long, it makes me mad. That I don't know how to answer. That I don't know. I don't know why it's making you mad. Maybe it's the wrong books. What are you reading? He's just reading like How to Be Mad. Hey, I mean this in a really nice way. I think this is really nice. Emil, I mean this in a really nice way, but when you guys said your ages a while ago, I was very shocked to learn you both weren't like 30. I appreciate that. If anyone else wants to talk about how I look 5 to 6 years younger than I actually am, we can fill the entire comments section with that. That is A-okay with me. Also have to say your OBS skills have improved. Thank you. It's nice to learn things, isn't it? Learning's fun. You can teach an old dog new tricks. Don't be afraid of trying new things. That's what I say. Remember how embarrassing it was? It was bad. I was having many, like, minutes long silence because I could not get the audio going. Whoo! It feels good. It feels good. It feels good to get it. Daily fiber intake, go. You know what's funny? I saw that tweet. It kind of went viral where they were like, it was someone quote tweeting that like, we're basically gonna finally get around to like a balanced diet. I just find it odd that people kind of do these things where they get latched on to specific parts of the diet. Obviously, everyone's like very protein. Well, protein. It's all about protein. And then someone was like, fiber, y'all. It's all about fiber now, y'all. And it's like, you just need to eat a balanced diet, you absolute freaks. What is wrong with you? Bro, reading is like working out. You have to push through the pain. Interesting. I guess if, it feels, push through. I don't know. It can be really rewarding. It doesn't feel painful to me. It feels very relaxing, but, now this is a question. Would you rather have a Phil son or Ben daughter? I don't know if I can, answer that. It's a Sophie's choice for me. That's a Sophie's choice for me. Wow. Now this, I was also shocked. I thought y'all were like 28, 29. I mean, come on. Are we winning or what? Wow. This is, I mean, I showed the bonus to my friend and she was surprised you both were mid 30s with a head full of hair. I mean, you look good and we got to see that rockin' bot. All right. Enough is enough. It's too much. I appreciate it, but, okay. No, I could tell they were older. They act millennial as fuck. Okay, we're done now. We're not talking about our age anymore. All right. Oh, that's it. Okay, so Bling Money, when he was getting mad, he was apparently reading one page of this book will make you mad. I think we found your problem right there, Bling Money. So, Emil, I'm going to Italy on Friday. Pasta. What should I eat? Pasta, I would say. What's your advice for trying new things and meeting new people in cities where it feels like everyone is so isolated with social media ruining how we socialize and no one mixing and mingling? I would say that people are mixing and mingling. Maybe you're just not seeing it. I do get it. Everyone's nose buried in the phone and that can feel bad, but find things that you like and go do them. There's a whole bunch of people who are excited about things. It can feel scary to join new groups, but again, like that guy said with reading, you just got to push through the pain and do it because it's worth it. Whatever you like doing, I'm sure there's, especially you're saying in a city, I'm sure there's classes, I'm sure there's groups, I'm sure there's online meetups. I would go do it because then you get to do the thing you like, you get to meet people. It's kind of win-win. But yeah, I totally get it. It can feel really isolating. You're looking around, everyone just looking into their phone, seems very uninterested in other people. But I would try to push through that and do the things you like and meet like-minded people. Yeah, reading can be hard for my 22-year-old social media brain. I get that, pal. I'm sorry. I've got a 35-year-old brain. How is Phil? I hope he's okay, but I miss him. Hey, me too. He is okay. Things are good for Phil, but God, I miss that guy. Just my best freaking friend, you know. We were chatting just yesterday, and we were saying, hey, I miss you, bud. I miss you. I wish we didn't live on opposite coasts. We had a great time in New York together. We went to the MJ Lenderman show. We went out and we got beers and sandwiches and yeah, we went to the Mets game. Love my freaking guy. He's good. Did you guys coin loser consumer or was that already popular? I think that is just a Benism. That is I think that is straight off the dome from Benny Boy. That and it's beautiful. I really do I sometimes regret not calling the show Loser Consumer with Ben and Emil because I think it goes extremely hard. And thoughts on the new Lord album coming out soon? I have zero thoughts about it. That is the God's honest truth. No shade to Lord. She seems like a cool lady, but I have zero thoughts about it. God, I'm doing my best to catch up with all these. Emil, at 26, what were you doing? I was in New York. I was doing stand-up comedy every night, all the time, every day, and I was working jobs like I was a landscaper. I was a landscaper for like high-end New York City properties. I was probably driving a junk truck a little bit. Yeah, just living the dream. I was full of energy. I'd never be able to do that now. I'm the tiredest man in the world. God bless being 26 years old. If you're 26 years old, enjoy it. Use up all your energy. Burn it at both ends. Ride it like a rocket ship and do whatever you want because you're free and you'll never be that young again. And it's got to feel good. This is funny. Hey, Emil, love from Amsterdam. I moved here right after you visited, and man, you were so right. Ugh. It's a beautiful place, though. Okay, yeah, it's got some strange people. The Dutch are strange, but they're also nice people. Your eyes literally light up when you talk about Phil. Jesus, come on. Who's not going to get excited about seeing old Philly boy, huh? Come on. I should be seeing him a couple times this summer. Can't wait. Ooh, I'm going to MJ Lenderman too in August in London. That is sick. That's fun. I'm jealous. How was MJ Lenderman? Really whipped. It was a true Emil night. That's what Phil said. Before the show started, Zoran actually came out and gave a speech. Everyone's fired up. They come out, incredible set. They closed with or in the encore, they opened with a Neil Young banger. Just absolutely incredible show. I'm 26, but I'm so sad all the time. That kind of comes with it, to be honest. You can't realize how good it is, but at some point you're gonna be like, maybe you won't. I don't want to generalize, but I think I was like, your 20s are like also scary. You do have all this energy and you're full of piss and vinegar, as they say. But it is like, what is happening to me all the time? Father-in-law's Dutch. He is a strange man. It's they're a specific type. I'll say that. Reaction to the French Open so far. I mean, honestly, it's just been a thrilling. I love clay season. It's so fun. Obviously, I've got no shade on Alcaraz. I love Alcaraz. He seems like a very sweet boy, but obviously was pulling for Sinner in the Italian Open. Would have been a really fun comeback story for the guy, but I mean, who's better than Alcaraz on clay? So far, it's only been. I think we're in the second round now, right? I saw, you know, Fonseca's through to the second round. I watched Tien Zverev. That was real. I think that obviously, kind of felt like it was going to go that way, but what a thrill it would have been to see Tien knock out Zverev first round. I really thought we were going to have a nice little, but hey, the kid doesn't play on clay much. He's an American, and what can you do? Speaking of, I kind of want to check. I haven't checked in on who else. I saw Tommy Paul went to a 5-setter and pulled it out. Lost the first 2 sets, which is crazy. But I want to see who else. Tsitsipas, you're breaking my. What? Come on, man. This guy cannot get it together. Tiafoe through to the third round. I mean, he's gotten better. Oh no, this really breaks my heart. I like Brooksby. I kind of wanted to see him make a little run. Whatever, fun to see. Fun. He'll get some points. He definitely wasn't defending any. Yeah. All right. Musetti through. Come on, we love that. Just in straight sets. Opelka out. That guy pisses me off. Rude. Ugh. All right. Some heartbreakers. But yeah. These are tough. I mean, luckily when I wake up there's still some going on. I'm going to try to watch Fonseca. Damn. Rybakina's through. Oof, Sabalenka putting the hurt on. Ostapenko, love that. All right, Paolini through, love it. Keenwin, love her. Okay, don't. Goat yogurt band? I don't know. I just get the one from Trader Joe's because it's like half the price of all the other ones. Just curious, how are we feeling about the political/economic vibe since the last live? I don't know. Not good. I don't know. I'm trying. It's tough. I like talking about politics, but I don't want to be a bummer to people. That's just the truth. I don't want to like add negativity into the world right now, and so I don't really know how to like engage with it. I just yeah, I don't know. I gotta find a way to I don't know. I don't feel good about it, and I don't want to be a bummer. So I'm doing my best. Are you coming to Melbourne for the Australian Open next year? Unclear. I would like to make it happen, but it's unclear at this point. It's the world that's negative. You're just talking about it. I think it's important, even though it gets heavy on the soul. Sure, but there's been some people who are like, "Hey, this is depressing and bumming me out," and I do want to I want the show to be fun. You know, I mean, there was a. You never want to let a comment get to you, but someone posted this on the Reddit, which is, short little funny clip.
All right.
Oh, this was good.
Bronco in the morning. It's Memorial Day weekend at KROQ 106.7. But you know what? I'm not worried about it because it's just going to be the weekend coming up. I'm going to be chilling by the pool. Fuck! Oh, man! No! God Christ! You know what? Let's just give up, dude.
And the top comment, just Emil was so happy back then. Weren't we all? Yeah, we all were, right? It's not just me, but there was a little bit of like, God, it just weighs so heavy on me now, and I don't want it to, but my God. Yeah, everything we're watching go on right now, and I don't think I was quite prepared for watching, especially with the genocide in Gaza. I mean, I don't even have the words. I don't have the words. I often like text friends, and I'm just like, I don't even know. Yeah. The idea of calling for an end to this madness, and that being controversial or leading to being called all kinds of things is just, I mean, a madness I just didn't think I'd experience. And it's unbelievable. That's what I mean. And if you're experiencing that kind of, I mean, I do. That's why I keep going back to this, because I do find a lot of. I find some kind of comfort in at least someone putting into beautiful language just how upside down this all is. Yeah, that's so true. I feel like I've lost the zest for life since it began and hasn't been stopped despite everything, and also us not doing enough in a way. Yeah, I mean, I feel that, but yeah, I mean, at the same time, I encourage people to not let it, to get robbed of, to all the, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, geez, all this, bro. If we lose this is from Smart. I will be unmedicated. No one wants that, man. I mean, it's just all. It's like this is just the saddest thing in the world. Yeah, I do. So someone asked a question I did want to answer, because I think what news sources do you regularly read? I feel like it's so easy to get your headlines from Twitter and not get the full story. That's a good question. I think there's a lot of great places, and if you've been watching the show at all, I have been kind of talking about how I've been trying to get off of social media and just like scrolling and stuff, because I think it's unhelpful, and yeah, you're not really keeping up with things. You're just kind of like overloading your brain with stuff. But yeah, there are a lot of good. I've definitely talked about The American Prospect before. We've had David Dayan on. He's great. All the writing over there is very great. Oh, come on, Kev. You're going to do that to me now? Hey, Kev. Hey, psst. I know some people think the intercept. Why? Okay, maybe he's calmed down. But the Intercept is still pretty good. I also really like the Financial Times. I think they like it's a pretty straight way to get the news, and they've surprised me a couple times. But just for straight getting the news, the Financial Times is good. Yeah, The Lever does really good reporting. I'm trying to think. Definitely been reading some things. Did I say Drop Site? Ryan Grimm and Jeremy Scahill's new venture. That one's really good. But yeah, there's a ton of current affairs posts less frequently, but the New Republic. It's good to check out a bunch of different places rather than just scrolling through Twitter and letting it rot your brain. So I hope that answers the question. Kev, come here, please, come here, come on. Why? Come on. There you go. And sometimes you just need a little hug, like Kev. You know what I mean? Oh, but he's still a little baby, huh? It's Kev's just as sad about the state of the world as everybody else, huh? Hey, come on. Oh, more Perfect Union, great too. People are posting there. These are ones I forgot. Yeah, these are great. More Perfect Union is great. Kyla's newsletter, yes, of course, she's very good. Who I just want to call out anyone else who's it's great. Yeah, someone said Drop Site News. I mentioned them. They're great. Tons of I mean, you should just check out these places because yeah, it's good to get the full story and not just get a bunch of people screaming at you online or get screamed at. Who cares? Twitter's fun, isn't it? We love to just Do you like The Atlantic? It's not my bag, but hey, it's a little bit. I don't know. I don't want to rag on. No, I don't like The Atlantic. But it's not where I go to for my news. But it's okay if other people do. My stepmom gifted me a subscription. That's funny. I mean, not fun. That's nice of her. I don't have a stepmom. I'd love to see you as a late show host, roasting guests. Hey, call the networks. Tell them I'm ready to work. I'd love to roast guests. You know what I mean? Ooh, someone else shouted out the Majority Report. I love that. I think Sam Cedar is. That was what that tweet had to do. That has because I don't really. I mean, I know who Hassan is. I don't. I've never been on Twitch. I don't really get it. I'm old, and I think it's cool that people use it. I like went on it a couple. I was like, I don't even understand how you find the things. But when Sam Cedar, I'll pretty much not anything, but I'll watch it. I like when Sam Cedar talks to people he disagrees with because he's just. I think I saw someone tweet that he's like, it's like arguing with a calculator. He just, I mean, it's very impressive, and I'd be, anyone who's like content creating in any kind of like left leaning space, it's obviously something to aspire to. It's he's very well informed, very, at least, I mean, I've seen him get annoyed, but patient. I mean, my God, watch. What was that? What's that one with that freak PBD? Patrick Bet David? Those guys. I mean, I cannot believe he was able to do that. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, the Majority Report, of course. I mean, also, I don't know if you remember back in the day, that was where I found out about that guy, Michael Brooks, who sadly passed. I think he was, kind of a pivotal guy for me. And it's incredibly tragic that he's not around in this moment. I think, when people talk about like things like left-leaning Joe Rogans and stuff, I mean, Christ, I wish that guy was still around. So. Took you for a definite Hasanabi head. I don't dislike the guy. I just I don't exactly. I just don't know how to use Twitch. I'm sure I could figure it out. I was just like, this seems like as a guy who's constantly been trying to do his best to stay away from more and more content and more scrolling. I was like, maybe it's better if I just don't add another platform to my things that are pulling me. So did you watch Andor? No, I watched the first season. I haven't seen the second one. I know people like it, but do you feel like the idea of needing a left-leaning Joe Rogan sustainable, though? I feel like it becomes a false equivalency since his content is largely propaganda. We wouldn't want that for the left. I don't. I mean, I was using that term more as a joke. I think it's a very silly thing. I also, maybe I can find it now. It's very funny. I don't even know how to search for it. Yeah, here we go. Here are two. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think it's very silly. For anyone who remembers, Joe Rogan was, the Joe Rogan of the left. He was into the whole Bernie thing. He was into all this thing. I think he's been turned off by it. It wouldn't work because a Joe Rogan of the left would be this anti-establishment figure that would be contentious with the Democratic Party because it is so captured by corporate and establishment interests. It wouldn't work. What they're talking about doesn't exist. But I've been seeing reporting like this. Obviously, it's so embarrassing to watch Dems try to find a liberal Joe Rogan. Apparently, they're throwing. I saw something about $20 million that they're trying to. They're doing their best to. Which is just they're like gonna run ads on video games or something. It's just ridiculous here. New York Times. Maybe we can go straight to the source here. Democrats throw money at a problem, countering GOP clout online. I mean, and this is like, who is this guy? Does anyone even know who Brian Tyler Cohen is? A Democratic influencer. Helped start a well-publicized liberal nonprofit group meant to strengthen the party's presence in line. That's the thing. They want them to be party, party officers and not just natural. Joe Rogan is just a guy. He's a very popular guy. He's a comedian. He does not work for the Republican Party. The Democratic Party seems to fundamentally misunderstand so many things. This is just like the most frustrating thing. I mean, the party's megadonors are being inundated with overtures to spend tens of millions of dollars to develop an army of left-leaning online influencers. That's not what it is. It's got to be genuine. You like mega donors. No one that. Oh my God. Liberal strategists are pushing the party's rich backers to reopen their wallets for a cavalcade of projects to help Democrats, as the cliche now goes, to find the next Joe Rogan. They just don't get it. The proposals is, oh my God. They can compete culturally with President Trump if only they can throw enough money at the problem. Oh my God. Yeah, this is embarrassing. The quiet effort amounts to an audacious, skeptics might say desperate, bet that the Democrats can buy more cultural relevance online. You know how you do it is you like actually get in line with the people and not your, rich mega donors, rich backers reopening their wallets. Here's a good way to do it. Fire every single one of these guys. Every liberal strategist. They have no idea what they're doing. They're so out of touch. And the people they're working for are these people, party mega donors who have tens of millions of dollars. The reason they can't figure it out is because they're out of touch. And they're like, why doesn't anyone like us? We need a left Joe Rogan. No. I mean, how many wealthy donors tend to move in packs? Yeah, of course. And some jaded liberals worry that excitement could cause money to flow into projects that are not fully fleshed out. Ugh. Oh my God. Yeah. So, I mean, we don't have to go into all this, but yeah, someone asked about the left Joe Rogan. No, I don't. I don't find the idea of needing a left Joe Rogan a sustainable thing. They don't understand what they're doing. That when they talk about that, it's just more of a evidence of how far gone they were. So. Oh man. Emil, what do you think about David Hogg? Honestly, that's like a perfect example. That's another perfect example of what's wrong with the Democratic Party. I mean, it's trying to be anyone trying to change it will be punished. And someone saying like, "Hey, I think we need people who maybe aren't just like old, obstinate party apparatchiks," and they're like, "We will kill you, David Hogg. You just signed your own death warrant, pal." So yeah, I want to believe it. Like there needs to be, that we need something else, obviously, but this is just not. Yeah. Do you find yourself having any hope for not losing more young people with the state of online information and overwhelming right sentiments everywhere you go online? Yeah, I mean, seeing Hassan in those in the like, I think it was a New York Times profile or whatever, like that's great. I mean, there's clearly a message that resonates with people, right? There's just not there's not enough of it. It's also a weird thing. Because those right those right coded spaces. I don't know. I don't know how to call them exactly, but whatever. Your Andrew Schultz's or your Theo Von, and I hope I don't know if that's unfair to them to call them like right coded but the manosphere that people have called it. It's like they're not necessarily breaking down. There's nothing like policy based in there, so it's just it's like a completely vibes thing. It's very strange that you're competing with, but there's clearly tons of young people who are interested in a more substantive approach to politics in this country that can actually help people materially improve people's lives. So that's at least good to see. Hang on. Emil, what's the fitness regimen looking like these days? Just ripping tennis all day like a certified freak? No, I mean, here's where I'm really the old guy is like, I'm doing a lot of just stuff to help my back and trying to stay flexible. It's tough out there, you gotta. When you get older, things just start hurting. Description says I'm back and have something to tell you. What is the thing you have to tell us, or is it just a yap sesh? Yeah, that was just a joke. I don't know what to put in it, They're like, you got to put something in it before you go live, and you're like, I'm back, and I got something. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't mean to steer anyone, but I've certainly told you things. Okay, you cannot say I haven't told you anything. You cannot say I didn't tell you things. Do any jogging? Not really. I worry about my knees. I'm telling you, I'm old, folks. I know some of you are like, hey, you look younger than I thought, but these knees do not lie. Clickbait? Come on. It was not clickbait. I didn't, and even if it was, it's not like I'm a small little channel. Let me get people in here, huh? Yeah, Will, you were the one you had something to tell us. You told us about the exposed corruption. It was a beautiful moment for the entire show. And that was what I had to tell you. All right. Emil, what do you think about Anthony Weiner's comeback? Fun, everything's coming back, okay? What did Bruce Springsteen say? Everything dies, baby. That's a fact. But maybe everything that dies one day comes back. And I'll tell you what, all of these horrible things that I thought we were going to be done with are they're all finding new lives. It's great. 2025 is the year for. If you were a disgraced politician, businessman, this is your year. I'm sure people saw the Elizabeth Holmes thing. Elizabeth Holmes' partner is a new blood testing startup. Ay. Billy Evans has 2 children with the Theranos founder who is in prison for fraud. He's now trying to raise money for a testing company that promises human health optimization. Good. Good. I'm glad. I'm happy. I want you all back. I want you all back. I cannot wait till SBF gets out of prison. I want him back. I want him to be chief crypto czar. It's only fair. Okay? Look at this thing. The Hamanthus testing device. The ultimate goal is nothing short of human health optimization. Fuck you. Fuck you. Why don't they ever start by optimizing human health by I don't know, just giving people health care? That'd be one way to fucking optimize it. But that seems maybe that's just a stupid idea by a guy who doesn't have any $50 million ideas like Mr. Evans. So Emil, you influenced me to buy Bruce Springsteen's greatest hit CD. That's all I listen to in my car now. Yeah, that's going to be a hell yeah from me. That's going to be a hell yeah from me. Get into the deep cuts, though. What are you doing? Get into the deep cuts, my guy. Hypothetical, if your channel blows up more than B&E, would you go solo? First off, that wouldn't happen. Second off, no, I'd still do the show. This is pretty good. We did, wow. How long have we been streaming for? Quite a while, huh? It's been, oh my God, a while. Top 3 music artists besides Bruce. I don't know. Right off the dome, I'm going The Kinks. I'm going Neil Young. And then maybe a tie between the two Pauls, Paul Simon and Paul McCartney. I don't know. Guys, I'm going to start logging off. This has been an absolute treat. I was on the road for so long. It was impossible to do these, but because like without a setup, I don't know how people do it on the road. I've definitely expressed that idea before, but okay. The guy asks my which music artist I like, and he just hits me with the wow, you are old. You know, I wanted to end on a nice note. Favorite Beyonce song? I don't know. Maybe something off that. What was that album that came out around, I don't know, 2016? Was it just the self-titled? Yeah, I think. Oh no, 2013. Excuse me. Let's see. I can't remember what the song is called. Let me find the track. Maybe it's called Blow. Is that a song on there? Where's the track list on this? Yeah, it's gonna be Blow for me. It's a fun one. Disco-y as hell. Absolutely whips. So that's my favorite Beyonce song. All right, stop asking me questions because I gotta sign off here. But Yeah, I'm gonna try to do these more often. I'm gonna do the scheduling thing. I'm learning. All right. Did you guys see that? I freaking scheduled a live and then went live and then had no tech issues. So how sweet are we? Huh? And yeah, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna have fun. I'm glad to be back.